Good morning. I hope you can hear me. 111, if you can hear my dulcet tones. And hello to April, who's our moderator today, looking after everybody in the room. Yeah, you can hear me much more quickly than other people, by the way, April. Let me just give you admin status as well. I don't know why you haven't got it, actually. You should have it. You've got your little pussycat photo, but for some reason, even though you've been invited as the admin, it doesn't give you admin status in the room, which is odd. Okay, so yeah, Shiny will put 222. There is a delay. Shiny for attendees. It's a YouTube thing. Poor Webinar Jam can do nothing about it. So let me start screen sharing to start with. Well, actually, we'll wait and see if Shiny can see, can hear me. Can you hear us now, Shiny? Maybe it's just me, April. April, if you'd like to say something.
Hi, Shiny. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Excellent. Good, good, good. Phew. So worrying. So, yes, guess what the topic is today? It's Valentine's Day. We finished looking at the topic last week of which you got your homework for, remember. If you get your homework, that means that topic is finished, by the way, okay?
Oh,
April? Yeah.
Sorry, Shiny still write 222. Why is that?
I don't know. I can see the screen, but nothing in it. Oh. Hi, Hermina. Hello. Hermina with a funny dash. That's strange. Oh yeah, it is Hermina. Okay, Shiny can hear us. Okay, there's nothing. I'm not sharing anything yet, Shiny. Let's let everybody settle down. Okay, Marco. Hello, Marco. Hello, Rima, I should say. And Hermina, I will be inviting people into the call. But before I invite anybody, just a reminder, you have to be on a PC or laptop to come into the call. And you have to have 2 Mbps upload speed on your bandwidth minimum. That's the minimum requirement to get into the call. So if you could confirm when you raise your hand, I'm on a PC or I'm on a laptop. I think what happened on last, was it Monday's session? Yeah, when it cut off, it was because somebody tried to get in on a phone or on a tablet and it threw everything out. So for some reason, I don't think it was my connection. I looked, I checked, and I had full bandwidth the whole session. I mean, it didn't matter because we got most of it done and most of it recorded. It was just a little bit of chit chat at the end about how to join Skype. So I'm not bothered about losing that. It's all over the internet. Okay, laptop, no table. Oh, laptop, no table. On your lap, a laptop on your lap.
No tablet.
Okay. No tablet. Okay. I thought you meant you'd got the laptop and it was on your lap because you hadn't got a table. Tablet. I mean, a tablet, not table. You see how spelling really does matter? Okay, so yes, Hermina, you can come in then. Oh, raise your hand again, Hermina. For some reason it's gone down. So if you'd like to click on request to speak again, Hermina. Everybody can come in as soon as they're ready. Okay. Yeah, I can't. Okay, well done. So I'll invite Hermina in first. Fingers crossed, everyone. If I suddenly disappear, we'll blame Hermina. But it looks good. It looks good. Everything seems to be okay. Laptops are good. And Shiny wants to join us too. Yay! Everybody's putting their hands up. Good, good, good. So I'm going to wait a moment whilst you guys join me. Remember, when you want to join, you have to have the app installed in the viewer you're using. Okay, in the browser you're using, I should say. We're not in virtual worlds at the moment. In the browser you're using, you must have the Webinar Jam app installed and enabled. Okay. Also, make sure you've cleared your cache recently. Shiny is in, Hermina isn't. Okay, so it's working, which is good. But Hermina, I would have expected to join first. You're welcome. So, Shiny, can you hear us? Can we hear you?
Hello, Lynn. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Excellent. So, Hermina, it might be your connection. We know that you have a slightly wobbly connection. Make sure you're not on Wi-Fi. That's the other thing that can make a difference. Okay. And Marco wants to join. Good. Yeah, you can hear us from the attendees room, but to join us in the call, you have to have a good connection. You have to have more than you need to just listen, okay? Because as soon as you join us in the room, you start streaming live, and that is greedy. I think it's even greedier than being in virtual worlds, to be honest. So we'll wait for Marco to join, and then I will have to start screen sharing. Otherwise, we won't get anything done. Okay. So it's Valentine's Day today. I hope everybody remembered. I really do. And I can't screen share for some reason. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I'm not responding. That's not good. I'm crashing. Wonderful. Just what I need. So bear with me if you can still hear me. I will try and get back into the room ASAP. And I'll check my connections. I'm going to kick anybody who's trying to join out because that's what's killing me. Crashing. 1, 2, 2-14. That's not a very nice Valentine's Day present, is it? Okay, I'll try getting to Chrome. Not responding. Not responding.
Where is Lynn going?
I don't know, she disappeared.
Well, hello there.
Welcome back, Lynn.
Thank you. Don't know what happened, but I have got a horrible feeling we can blame Hermina because it seems to be when I invite Hermina in. Okay. So Hermina, if you could rescind, if you can hear me, Hermina, remove your request. You're not able, you can't join, and it's affecting It's affecting the call. Okay, so let's just do a quick test. Shiny, can you still hear me? Can I hear you?
Yes.
Excellent, good. And yeah, sorry, Hermina. It's just, it happened last week as well when we tried to get you into the room. I think you need to do a speed test on your connection. Okay, Marco, can you hear me? Can we hear you?
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Okay, so hopefully you can see. Let me see if I can start screen sharing now. Fingers crossed, everyone. No, doesn't want to screen share. How
Why is it
strange.
then?
I don't know, Hermina. Why is it anything? It's broken. Grr. Okay, let's just give it a moment. And it's noodling, but it's not wanting to share. And I'm not using anything that's greedy or anything that could cause this to happen. So I don't know. Let me just close these. What's that? Okay, let's just talk about Valentine's Day. Did anybody get a Valentine's card this morning?
No.
Oh,
Too old for that.
Are we ever too old for Valentine's Day? Come on. What about you, Shiny? Did you get a Valentine's card? Oh, I think I've crashed again.
Shiny.
No, I didn't receive anything.
Nothing at all. Oh, nobody. What about you, Marco?
I wrote my wife went to work. Maybe later.
Sorry, you wrote to your wife?
I wrote in because April asked me. Have
Oh,
you
I
made
see.
for
Sorry.
a breakfast, and maybe later, but I didn't receive anything yet. Maybe later, who knows?
Okay. Well, I didn't do any cards this year, just because of what's going on at the moment. But I did buy hubby some heart-shaped gummies, and I put them into a heart-shaped bowl, and he had those for breakfast. He didn't eat them all, thank goodness, because it was rather a big bowl of them. But they're his favourite. And the gummy bear shop in Germany, they have gummy bear shops. Okay, if you can imagine such a thing. And in the gummy bear shops, oh, Google Chrome is not responding. I'm about to crash again. Sorry, guys. I'll be back. Let me just tell you about the gummy bear shops. You can go into the shops and you can buy all sorts of different gummy bears, but also different shapes. And because it's Valentine's Day, they had heart-shaped fizzy peach heart-shaped things. So I bought him a whole, I think it's about half a kilogram of these as his Valentine's present. Now, I'm hoping that at some point during the day, I will be getting some flowers, which I normally do, but they didn't appear this morning. However, normally he buys them on the way home, which is a bit of a cheat because by that time yeah, I know exactly. I mean, exactly. What do you think? Is that romantic or not?
It's not as yeah. You have to wait so long for the surprise.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes he's remembered in time to give me something, but generally it's on the way home kind of a thing. But I'll give him a pass this year. Sorry, Marco?
But yes, but I agree with him. Where he can hide it during the night, when you expect Lynn to him to wake up in 4 a.m. to go to buy
Absolutely.
Oh, come on.
It's the romantic.
Very romantic.
It's only once a year, Marco. It's only once a year. Of course he can hide it. I hid his gummy hearts in the in my wardrobe. It doesn't go in my wardrobe. It went in the bottom of the wardrobe. Flowers, he could put them in the cellar in his workspace because I very rarely go in there, unless I want a screwdriver, which is about twice a year. So there's no excuse.
Look in the cellar, Lynn.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Anyhow, I'm about to crash, so I will be back. Carry on talking. April, you have the room, okay? And carry on talking amongst yourselves. This is going to be one of those days. Are you sure it's not the 13th again?
So, do you think that it's always it has to be a surprise for this kind of day, like birthday too? You always wait. Will he or she remember my birthday? Would I have a present? But you never talk about it before. Eh? Why is it? Why is it so nice to have a surprise? Isn't it better to just to talk before? You don't forget my birthday, or you don't forget that tomorrow is Valentine's Day. What do you think, Shiny?
Pardon?
I know that you don't understand me.
No. I wasn't listening. Sorry about that.
I said, do you think that it has to be a surprise in such a case? So with Valentine's Day and in birthday, for example, your birthday, you wait always, or we will wait always if somebody between what is that the sign? If he or she will remember your birthday, or if he or she will remember that tomorrow is Valentine's Day. But we never talked about that before. We hope that he or she will remember that and give us a surprise. Why is it so nice to have a surprise?
Surprise? That's how people make money. What's your point? Sorry, what's your point? You mean just the surprise, or
Yeah. I said like Lynn hoped that hubby will give her a bucket of flower, but she didn't ask, do you have flower for me? So
Not a bucket. No, I don't want a bucket of flowers. There's nothing romantic about a bucket.
A bouquet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you're not in the call, Marco, for some reason. You're not in the call.
But
No, not for me.
But you talk, Marco, sorry.
He said he's here.
Yeah.
He thinks he's here, but he's not. Can you see him, April, in the call? Can you see his avatar? Oh, I can't.
Marco?
Are you there? Can you talk?
Oh, it's a gremlin day today. Really? I'm going to go to YouTube and see what's going on. Marco, leave the call and then ask to come back in. We'll see if it's that. But at the moment, I can't actually see you at all.
April, to answer your question, I think it depends, because as for me, I'm a practical person. I prefer to receive anything.
You know it in advance. What you will get.
No,
what will happen.
I mean, not today or around this day, because it will be very expensive, everything. So I mean, if we can buy the same thing cheaper, why we don't just buy it? Why we have to buy this day in a specific day, in a special day?
What if you just delay or you postponed your present to today? So you buy it a month ago when it is still a little bit cheaper than today, than around this day, and then you
No,
will give it today.
usually it will be cheaper after. Not
After.
before.
Okay, after it's cheaper. Yeah, could be.
I don't mind to receive late presents. It's okay for me.
But shiny, it's good for the economy. Economy. Is that the right pronunciation, Lynn? Or is
Perfect.
it?
Yes. Very good.
Okay.
But I think everyone should attribute their money to this society, but except me. I have to save money. I want to have a house, so that's not for me. We have our dream, right? We don't have to spend our money to pursue these events.
Oh, you want to have a house, you said.
Yeah. And if I buy a house, I will. You want
If
to?
you have a house, you will have some. You have a lot of. Yeah, like me yesterday. My tap is leaking now. So I have a house, but I have also a lot of expenses to repair. That is if you have a house. So it will never stop with wasting and spending money on a house.
Yeah, agree. But have your own place is good. Actually, I had my own house before, but hmm, so Marco has a problem.
Yeah, cache clearing is really key sometimes in these webinars. So it's already got him in as a presenter, and yeah. So if you clear your cache, that should clear that, Marco. Sorry about the problems today, but leave the room, exit completely, clear your cache, and then come back in using the original code you had for just being an attendee. Okay. Yeah, it sometimes does do that because of caching issues. You can have it that every time you close your browser, it automatically clears the cache. That said, sometimes that doesn't work, which is why I think I've been having issues today. Anyway, I'm going to try again to see if I can get the screen sharing to work. I've done a little bit of tweaking on my end. I don't know what's going on today, but it's the technology. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just making sure it's streaming. We will see. And if it's streaming, then it should be working now. So I can see, I can see us. Oh, actually, it's really weird. April, you're on the left. Shiny, you're in the middle, and I'm on the right. But it's completely different to what I'm seeing on the screen here. Oh, well,
That
never
is
mind.
what I see also on my screen.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that weird? Maybe you're streaming. Maybe it's not me.
Oh, it could
Now
be.
that's interesting. Yeah, it could be because you are the presenter. So it might have killed my stream and started off from yours, which is fine. I don't mind. Anyway, we will go to where I wanted to be, and then I'll see if I can stream if I can screen share. And if I can't, we'll just have to talk without any more delay. So, fingers crossed.
So you have your house before? Your own house before, Shiny, you said? Am I alone here? Shiny, are you still there? Ooh, it's frightening.
April, sorry.
Okay. Marco, have you cached? Have you cleared your cache, Marco? No? Have you started from the beginning again? A new white begin? Yeah? And you have asked if you... I will try. Oh, no, I can't. I can't. I don't have the qualification. I'm not qualified to take you in. What is this? See email. Return as attendee. No, that is not what I want. I can't invite you. In this. No, I can't. I'm just a poor administrator. Polls, offers, videos, chat room, request, view. Okay. Maybe I can. I will try, Marco. I invite you now to the room. And Shiny, have you listened to the replay of the session? Not this session, yeah? The previous session. Yes, for example, in the Kitely. Marco's there.
Welcome, Marco. Rema.
Marco.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Now it works. Yeah? You have cache. You have cleared your cache and you start up again. Is that the way to come back? Actually,
I just closed the windows from Google Chrome and sign out from everything, and after it I cleared the cache and cookies, and for 1 week, and relog again to sign in to Gmail, and yes.
Yeah, that is the problem, yeah, because last time it was in Wednesday session, I think 2-3 weeks ago. Lynn returned me as attendees, and then I couldn't join anymore. So it's not like on Skype you can leave and you can rejoin, but not in webinar. You have to start again. You have to lose some minutes, a couple of minutes to join again.
And what was it was really maybe a little bit different than previous times when I checking to start the test. It wasn't immediate reaction, like every time before it was like immediate reaction, like start the test and it's immediately begins to start to test your microphone and so on. But this time I wait for I don't know, maybe 10 seconds to start the test. It was. Yes.
Hello. So you have Eileen. Welcome back again for the second time.
Is it the second or the third time?
Or the third time.
However, good news, everybody. Guess why I took so long to get back into the room? I had to go to the door. Guess why I had to go to the door?
You bought flowers.
I got my flowers. And it wasn't a bucket. It was a cake. Sorry, I'm dead chuffed. I'm not going to try to turn screen share on until the end of the session now because it's just not going to work. However, I'm going to put the link to the poll. And what I'll probably do is I'll put a little presentation together so you can see all the lovely photographs that I put together for today's session that I was going to screen share. Oh, God. Honestly, you need a sense of humour to do this stuff sometimes. So if you look in culture, you'll see that there's a how do you celebrate St. Valentine's Day. I'm going to add my bouquet of flowers to my text later. And then I've put up a poll, the most romantic thing, which you might not have noticed, okay?
Lynn, may I interrupted? I think that hubby has listened to the live streaming.
Well, if he has, I'm very impressed with the florist who got the bouquet tied up and delivered with a card and everything. No, he'll have ordered it. Marco, that's sometimes what he does is he actually gets me on the way home. But this year, I think he's actually realised, okay, maybe that's not so romantic, because there's always the suspicion he might have gone to the garage to get the flowers, okay? And that's really unromantic, going to the garage, or Aldi, even worse. Sorry, Aldi, but you're not romantic. But I'm very happy. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a bit sad, really, because we're going away. So, I've got this lovely bouquet of flowers. And then when I come back, they'll probably be dead. Which isn't very romantic, really, but I will enjoy them today, at least.
Enjoying the present.
Enjoy, be in the moment.
Be in the moment, exactly.
The moment that the flowers are actually alive, and don't try and think about in a week's time when they're all going to be drooping and dead. I might pop them round to a friend's, actually. They'll look after them and they'll enjoy them too. But it's the thought that counts. So, okay, so if you have a look at the forum, if you can, I've put the most romantic thing, and I've put 10 choices. And what you have to do is you have to vote which do you think is the most romantic thing to do on Valentine's Day. Okay, a trip on a steam train. Now, the reason I put that on there is the Carlisle Railway is reopening after a landslide, and it's been shut for a long time. And to celebrate its reopening, they're actually running a steam train on it, and people are out. Hundreds and hundreds of people are out taking photos of this steam train. And it is kind of romantic, a steam train. It might sound strange, but the Orient Express. Yeah, if you go on the trip like the Orient Express, not a normal steam train trip, just a romantic one. Jewelry, okay, is that romantic? A romantic meal out, champagne, chocolates, of course, a handmade card, and I've put a handmade card because they're better than shop bought, a heart-shaped balloon or two, and then you've got 3 choices, April, and I want your reaction to this: a single rose, a dozen roses, or 100 roses. April, what do you think?
Okay, then I will take 1 roses. That's more romantic than 100 roses for me.
So that's a single red rose, yes?
Yeah, single red rose.
I
Just one.
agree. Yeah, just the one. I think it is. But at the moment, I don't know if you've seen, a lot of places are doing these special deals of 100 red roses. Now, once upon a time, that would have been well out of most people's reach. But places like Aldi, that's why I said Aldi, you're not romantic. If you wanted to go the usual route, Interflora, I don't know if you know Interflora.
Is that an event? Flowers?
No, they're
Flowers?
a company. They're a company that,
Ah,
and I think what they do is they franchise florists around the world. You go onto the Interflora website and you can order flowers pretty much anywhere in the world and they'll be delivered. And I think it's they sort of franchise florists. I don't think they own the shops, but you might notice on a florist shop an Interflora badge, okay, which says that that company or that shop will do Interflora bouquets. Okay. Now, if you were to buy 100 red roses from Interflora, it's going to cost you about, I think it's about £650. Okay. If you bought them, and believe it or not, you can buy through Amazon. It's about $40 to $50 from Amazon for 100 red roses. And if you go to Aldi, why would you buy red roses from Aldi? It's 25 quid.
why not, Lynn? Roses are roses.
I don't know, there's just something so unromantic about buying red roses from Aldi. I mean, for one thing, you would have to take the sticker off, wouldn't you? I mean, £25 for 100 red roses.
But I didn't know that you can buy from Amazon and they bring that home, Lynn.
Well, they don't bring it home because they don't live with you.
Oh.
They deliver it.
They
No,
deliver it,
hubby could have brought the bouquet home with him tonight. I'd have been more than happy with that. He could have brought them home with him because he lives with me. But no, you take it. They take it or they deliver it is better. They deliver it to your house. Yeah, seemingly Amazon. You know Amazon. Come on, if there's any way of making money, they will take it. Amazon are terrible like that. Hermina, you're with me. Yeah, it's not romantic, is it? I'd rather have a single red rose than roses that are 25 cents each. How can anybody grow roses, which are quite intensive to cultivate, and be able to sell them to a supermarket to sell them at 25 cents each? It's just not possible for the person who's grown them to make money. I mean, they've got to be grown, they've got to be, and how long does it take a red rose to grow and bloom? They've got to be picked, they've got to be packaged, they've got to be shipped. 25 cents each? Somebody's working for nothing on that. So that's not romantic. Slave labour, not romantic. It's a real trifle. In what way, Marco? What do you mean a trifle?
You said 25 quids for it.
For 100, yeah, for 100. It is a trifle for 100 red roses. I mean, the florists are up in arms about this. Just go onto Google and look up 100 red roses Aldi and look in the newspapers that are reporting on this, because the florists are saying, look, not all red roses are made equal. You know, it depends on the length of the stem, whether the thorns have been cut off, because you can buy a single red rose with all the thorns.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought that you said like one rose costs 25 quid. So okay, it's not.
No.
Okay.
From Interflora, probably, yes.
Exactly.
I mean, you've got the two, although the Interflora 100 red roses do have diamantes in the bouquet, which I suppose adds to the value, I guess. But they're not real diamonds.
Diamante?
Diamante. Do you know diamante? Diamante? I'm not even sure if I'm saying this correctly. Diamante, they look like diamonds, okay? It's just like a rhinestone. It's not a real diamond. It's a fake. It's not even a fake diamond, but it's what you call diamante. So, for example, if you've seen cowboys with lots of shiny, the rhinestone cowboy, so like rhinestones, they're diamante. They glitter, they sparkle, but they're not diamonds, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, not romantic. Sorry. 100 roses. A single rose, I think, and a dozen roses is more romantic even than 100 roses. I think 100 roses is too much. It's like extravagant and over the top. A dozen is traditional, but I'm with April, a single red rose. But April, you told me earlier you don't actually like roses. Come on, be honest.
No, I don't know why. It is nice. It has a nice smell also, but I don't know. I never love roses actually. Since I was a little child. No, I don't know why. Give me orchid or just white, a little white, small. What is that? In the spring, it starts with that. May clock is May. We say that May clock. Clock is clock.
Bell.
May.
No, clock is bell.
Okay, yeah, May. What is it in English? May clock.
Lily of the Valley.
Really? Is it Lily of the Valley?
Lily of the Valley, yeah. Maiglocken, they call them in Germany. Maiglocken.
Yeah, that one. Oh, that is nice.
No, hubby couldn't give me one of those to be romantic because we grow them in the garden. So I'd know he'd been out in the garden and picked them. That's as bad as... There are men who have been caught doing this. Walk past a graveyard, take some flowers out of the graveyard, give them to the wife. I think that's the most unromantic way of getting flowers. I voted Marco. I have voted. And you think, Marco, interesting vote, because I've not made this one. Quite often I make the polls sort of anonymous, but this one isn't. So Marco, a steam train trip, you think that's romantic, yeah? You like that idea?
It's because in Serbia, yes, we celebrate, but it's like I think it's more like yes, it's International Day, but we have at the same day there is a Saint Trifun Day because he is a patron of I think of winemakers or something like it, and yes, we give presents and give attention to our wives or girlfriends, or yes, give presents. But there are also similar occasions like when it's where it is like International Day of for women, like the 8th of March, and like also there are birthdays and so on. So
but hang on. I don't think of Valentine's Day as being just for women, even though yes, when we were reading before, a lot of women think it's up to the man to buy her the present, but I don't. It's about romance, and that goes.
Okay. But it's I'm not like that. One day is just so important because maybe it's not in. As I said, we adopt it from the Western countries and so on. For romantic, every day is important. So what is, I think that Shiny said, what is like one day is just could be like maybe like a marketing or something like it. Every day is important in
Yeah.
relationship. Okay, but why I voted for this the romantic thing, because it could be a romantic thing, steam train with it can be a thing like which the both sides will remember, which can that impression could stay embedded in their memories till the end of the lives and so on. It's so interesting. Maybe could be interesting because it's maybe it's a rare occasion, and you could have at that place you could have probably I don't know, dinner or something, and you can look through the windows, I don't know, on the landscape, at the landscape, and so on. It can be interesting. For this, for the others, it's like I don't know. It's you can't do it every day, but maybe if you just want to, to stay, like to remember this moment. For me, it's like for both sides, because for the
So the steam train trip is more memorable than
yes, okay,
just
yes.
any old piece of expensive jewelry.
Yeah.
Well, you might be surprised. You might be surprised at my answer, because I don't think jewelry is romantic, by the way, which really makes things difficult for my hubby. I love flowers. I do like the flowers. So he knows he's safe buying me flowers. But even chocolates I don't find romantic. Why aren't chocolates romantic? Anybody got an idea why I don't think chocolates are romantic?
Yeah, everything is gone.
Great. That's
Great.
weird. Webinar Jam, what are you doing to us?
Yes, so they have problems. Definitely.
They have got problems today. I'm screenshotting like mad today because I want them to see what's going on. So I'll put this one as 2014A crashing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, we'll carry on if we can hear each other. Any idea why I don't think chocolate is romantic?
Because chocolate being are harvested by abused children.
Oh, possibly, but no, I even fair trade chocolate I wouldn't find romantic per se. You could say the same about roses and violets, and roses are red, violets are blue. Some child picked these flowers for you. That's not romantic. As long as you go fair trade, I think that's okay, or locally grown and sourced, that's okay. But chocolate's specifically not romantic.
Because chocolate made you fat.
Yes.
Sugar encourages obesity.
Absolutely. Here you are, darling. Have a heart attack.
You will be fat next year.
Oh, it's just, I'm like, okay, you're not meant to eat the whole box at once, etc. Maybe if it was only once a year, but I still don't consider them particularly romantic. I think chocolates have got the romance label attached to them because chocolate's meant to be an aphrodisiac, but to me, no, not romantic. Jewelry I don't find romantic because it's been, generally gold dug up out of the ground, usually under terrible. I mean, you might as well give somebody a piece of coal, But I'm odd, as you know, I'm odd. So other people find sparkly things romantic and nice things to have. I've got nothing against it. But I'm very difficult to buy for.
Even after 8.
After 8 what?
Chocolate.
After 8 chocolates. Again, yeah, okay, the chocolate there's not too bad because it's dark chocolate, but the mint inside, it's full of sugar. So it's like, here you are, dear. Yes. Have a new pair of dentures. You might as well give it with the trip to the dentist, you know. Here's a box of After Eights, and I've bought you a gift token for the dentists too. You don't like After Eights, April? My goodness, you're as bad as me for buying, aren't you?
Just give me Belgian chocolate. That's better.
Oh, now we bought Belgian chocolates because we were in where were we? Ghent, I think, on the way over at Christmas. We bought everybody some Belgian chocolates, but with strict instructions: don't eat them all at once and share them, because I think a little chocolate in your life is good. But a whole great big, and some people seem to think that the bigger, the more romantic. It's like the 100 Roses. So they buy a great big box of chocolates. And that to me is like, you know, I'm not going to be able to eat all those ever. And then let's see, what other things did I actually put? Yeah, a romantic meal. Is that romantic, going out for a meal together? Shiny, what do you think? A romantic meal? Oh, April's voted for a single rose. Aww. Shiny, are you with us? I think Shiny might have lost voice. Yeah, Shiny's lost us as well. I don't believe it. Honestly, it's so bad today. Anyway, I don't even know what's recording, you know. We might just be recording a blank screen with no sound again. I wrote a handmade card. Why would a handmade card be romantic for me? Any thoughts?
And what would you tell, Lynn?
No. This is for me to receive what I would find romantic. Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I find a handmade card romantic? Marco, you were going to say something.
Oh, because you received it.
Yeah, but why would I prefer it?
Okay, what's the motive? What's the message? Okay, yeah.
Not so much what the message is. It's more the fact that my husband making a card for me would never happen. Never gonna happen. So if he ever did, I would be truly surprised. I've got a whole load of card making stuff upstairs. Okay, in my what would be the spare bedroom if it wasn't attached to our bedroom. It's just, we've just got the one bedroom upstairs, okay, but there's a little sort of side room and I've got all my card making stuff in there. So if he were to raid my card making stuff and make me a card, even if it was a rubbish card, I'd be delighted. I really would. Okay, so Shiny, I think we've lost. Hermina, I think we might have lost. I think we've lost everybody.
It's a good day.
What a day. Anyhow, I will let webinar know. April, could you do me a favour? Could you try screen sharing? It might mean you crash, but I think today's session has been not quite what I planned. So I'd love to see what happens if you try to screen share and see if it's just me or if it's generally a problem. And if you crash, I apologise. Let me know how you're getting on. Any luck? Okay, she's crashing as well.
No.
Okay, Marco. You know what I'm going to ask you, don't you? This is one way to end the call. Marco,
can
could
you
you try screen sharing? Oh, hang on.
Oh,
No,
April.
Hey, April.
Bravo.
I was looking for what would I share with you. I don't know what to share.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it worked for you. It's just not working for me. I was just going to say to Marco, do you want to have a go? See if you can screen share. That's most unfair that I can't screen share. Okay. But that is life. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just, as you've got it working, April, I'm going to see if I can sort of piggyback off your success and see if I can start screen sharing. If not, April, if you could kill the call at the end, if I suddenly disappear, if you could end the call. And What a day, honestly. I was so proud of myself having prepared everything ready for this session. And look what's happened. It's all gone terribly wrong. I shouldn't have prepared anything, you see. I should just always do it, off the cuff as I normally do. But there you go. Never mind. So Valentine's Day. Let's have a look. Get that picture up. And fingers crossed, everyone. So if you stop screen sharing, April. Thank you. Oh, and I'm back to a grey screen again. Odd. Okay, fingers crossed. Here goes nothing. Oh, it's going to help. Yeah, I'm going to be allowed. It's working.
Now it's working. Then
100 roses.
And I hate also the idea that somebody put the rose petals on bed on the floor. Oh, that's not romantic for me. What do you think,
like
Marco?
spreading petals everywhere, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, April, I didn't hear you.
Do you think is it romantic if somebody, your beloved, for example, put the rose petals on the bed and on the floor, spreading it on the floor on bed? Do you think it is romantic? And I hope that no thorn was left there. Otherwise, must be painful. Oh,
Yes. Bloody and painful with thorns.
Yeah.
So I'm quickly going through all the stuff I prepared, so it doesn't go to waste. I hate waste.
But 100 roses is really exaggerating.
Exaggerating. I think, I'd wonder what he'd done. Yeah, thanks for the roses. What have you done? There you are, a heart-shaped box of Heart Attack. Lovely. And a bottle or two of bubbly. Champagne's meant to be romantic. I find it overpriced fizzy wine. I think a couple of balloons are quite nice. A heart-shaped balloon's quite romantic, nice. Especially if there's something attached to it.
And what if it flies?
Something expensive. What if it flies away? Oh,
yeah, it flies away.
You have to keep hold of it. Maybe a note attached to it, and then you can let it go. And maybe if you haven't got a Valentine, you can get a heart-shaped balloon, fill it with helium, attach a note saying, "Would you be my Valentine?" Let it go, and see what comes back. And here's yours, Marco. A romantic steam trip, a trip on a steam train. I think if you were on a steam train and you had a romantic meal, on the train with champagne, a single rose on the table, some chocolates for pudding, a handmade card, and a balloon, I think that would be pretty romantic. What do you think?
all in one, okay.
Yeah, well, it's a train.
So my proposal will definitely win this competition, but because everything is included in it.
Oh, well, anyway, it's getting better. Yes, sorry, Hermina. It's one of those things, these things, as you know, technical problems, etc. And I was ever so careful. I restarted my computer this morning. I cleared my cache, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes things just go squirrely. The squirrels got into the system today, the gremlins, or maybe everybody's online. Maybe everybody's sending each other Valentine's greetings, which is nice. And I'm sorry, Shiny, we can't hear you. Although you say you can hear us, but somehow it killed the call for you. So it's a shame, but That's life. Anyhow, whatever you're doing this Valentine's Day, I hope you enjoy it. It doesn't have to be all about romance between two people. It can also be just being nice to yourself. Although yesterday, some bright spark called yesterday, the 13th of February, was it Love Yourself Day? Which was buy yourself flowers, buy yourself chocolates, treat yourself. And somebody on the forum, now who was it? They were saying exactly that even if you haven't got something for Valentine's Day, it was about let's have a look. It was I can't remember where I saw it. It was a lovely thing about just be nice to yourself, and it's lovely. So yeah, but again, for me, Valentine is too commercial. Love is for the whole year, not only on Valentine's Day. I agree, of course it is, but some people don't live like that. Their lives are so busy. So Valentine's Day is like a hello, do something romantic. You might like it. For all the busy people, maybe. April, you've just written really, but I'm not sure what you mean.
It was about yesterday. It's be
yeah, it was something like hang on.
That.
February 13th, Love Yourself Day, or something. It's something like that. International Day of Self-Love.
It is
Which
kind of
sounds a little bit dodgy.
It's anti-Valentine's Day, I think. Yeah.
Kind of, yes. It's basically the Love Yourself campaign, and I don't think it's a bad idea, because there are people who feel a little bit disenfranchised by Valentine's Day because they haven't got a significant other in their lives. But for me, Valentine's Day is also, look around you, see if there might be a Valentine out there for you, and make yourself known to them, because you can do it anonymously on Valentine's Day without looking creepy. When you do send a card, you don't sign it. You leave it, from your Valentine. And some people actually get somebody else to write in the card for them, so that it doesn't look like it can go wrong, because somebody might think, oh, it's from him, and it was actually from her. You have to be careful. Make sure your advances will be welcome. I wouldn't send a Valentine's card to somebody I knew was married or in a relationship, but it's a nice way of giving people the idea that maybe a bit of romance in their life isn't a waste of time. Okay, let's have a look. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if I dare click on that. Saint Tryphon or Trypho or Tryphon or Tryphon. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, thank you. I shall have a look at that.
Tryphon, but it's our pronunciation. And
Tryphon.
he is a patron of winemakers in Orthodox.
My kind of saint.
That's proposal for the next year.
Excellent. Yeah. Is it his day today as well? Oh no, it's on 1st of February.
14th
February.
It's the same day.
In the Orthodox. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Good stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the session despite all our little technical hiccups. Things seem to have settled down now. I'm going to stop screen sharing and see if I can get you guys back on my screen. Be interesting, or if I'm just in a fog still. My own. Oh, no, April's back. No, it's gone foggy again.
Still grey.
What a grey day. It's lovely here, by the way. April, I hope you saw my message to you yesterday on the weather.
I saw it. It's beautiful weather also here.
Lovely. I hope it stays like that whilst I'm away. Anyhow, that's the last session for a week. Okay, so there won't be a session next week. Keep an eye on the calendar. But I will be back the week after, I hope. And we will start a new topic, and hopefully with fewer gremlins than today. So thank you for coming. Take care. I'll be very interested to see what, if anything, recorded on this session. I've got a headache. Anyway, I'll be in Kitely. Hopefully that will work properly in 20 minutes or so. So I'll see you there.
In 1 hour.
In 1 hour. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm doing it
40
again.
minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes. Yes, good, because I've got some stuff I need to set up. We're going to be looking at starting a drama. So we'll be doing a little bit of vocabulary from last week's vocabulary challenge. Okay, so if you can imagine what that might include, come along. We'll be in the main area though, at the party platform. Okay, so if you go to the teleport, but I'll send you all a message anyway, and we'll be basing it on last week's vocabulary challenge. So come thinking about what it could mean, what it could be related to. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, see you there. See you on the
there.
other side. Bye. In an hour.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for sharing. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So worrying. So, yes, guess what the topic is today? It's Valentine's Day. We finished looking at the topic last week of which you got your homework for, remember? If you get your homework, that means that topic is finished, by the way, okay?
Oh,
April? Yeah.
sorry, Lynn, Shiny still write 222. Why is that?
I don't know. I can see the screen, but nothing in it. Oh. Hi, Hermina. Hello. Hermina with a funny dash. That's strange. Oh yeah, it is Hermina. Okay, Shiny can hear us. Okay, there's nothing. I'm not sharing anything yet, Shiny. Let's let everybody settle down. Okay, Marco. Hello, Marco. Hello, Rima, I should say. And Hermina, I will be inviting people into the call. But before I invite anybody, just a reminder, you have to be on a PC or laptop to come into the call. And you have to have 2 Mbps upload speed on your bandwidths minimum. That's the minimum requirement to get into the call. So if you could confirm when you raise your hand. And Marco wants to join. Good. Yeah, you can hear us from the attendees room, but to join us in the call, you have to have a good connection. You have to have more than you need to just listen, okay? Because as soon as you join us in the room, you start streaming live, and that is greedy. I think it's even greedier than being in virtual worlds, to be honest. So we'll wait for Marco to join, and then I will have to start screen sharing. Otherwise, we won't get anything done. Okay. So it's Valentine's Day today. I hope everybody remembered. I really do. And I can't screen share for some reason. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I'm not responding. That's not good. I'm crashing. Wonderful. Just what I need. So bear with me if you can still hear me. I will try and get back into the room ASAP. And I'll check my... yeah, I can't... okay, well done. So I'll invite Hermina in first. Fingers crossed, everyone. If I suddenly disappear, we'll blame Hermina. But it looks good. It looks good. Everything seems to be okay. Laptops are good. And Shiny wants to join us too. Yay! Everybody's putting their hands up. Good, good, good. So I'm going to wait a moment whilst you guys join me. Remember, when you want to join, you have to have the app installed in the viewer you're using. Okay, in the browser you're using, I should say. We're not in virtual worlds at the moment. In the browser you're using, you must have the Webinar Jam app installed and enabled. Okay. Also, make sure you've cleared your cache recently. Shiny is in, Hermina isn't. Okay, so it's working, which is good. But Hermina, I would have expected to join first. You're welcome. So, Shiny, can you hear us? Can we hear you?
Hello, Lynn. Hello, April. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Excellent. So, Hermina, it might be your connection. We know that you have a slightly wobbly connection. Make sure you're not on Wi-Fi. That's the other thing that can make a difference. Okay? And I'm on a PC or I'm on a laptop. I think what happened on last, was it Monday's session? Yeah, when it cut off, it was because somebody tried to get in on a phone or on a tablet, and it threw everything out. So for some reason, I don't think it was my connection. I looked, I checked, and I had full bandwidth the whole session. I mean, it didn't matter because we got most of it done and most of it recorded. It was just a little bit of chit chat at the end about how to join Skype. So I'm not bothered about losing that. It's all over the internet. Okay, laptop, no table. Oh, laptop, no table on your lap. A laptop on your lap.
No tablet.
Okay. No tablet. Okay. I thought you meant you'd got the laptop and it was on your lap because you hadn't got a table. Tablet. I mean, a tablet, not table. You see how spelling really does matter? Okay, so yes, Hermina, you can come in then. Oh, raise your hand again, Hermina. For some reason it's gone down. So if you'd like to click on request to speak again, Hermina. Everybody can come in as soon as they're ready. Okay. Good morning. I hope you can hear me. 111, if you can hear my dulcet tones. And hello to April, who's our moderator today, looking after everybody in the room. Yeah, you can hear me much more quickly than other people, by the way, April. Let me just give you admin status as well. I don't know why you haven't got it, actually. You should have it. You've got your little pussycat photo, but for some reason, even though you've been invited as the admin, it doesn't give you admin status in the room, which is odd. Okay, so yeah, Shiny will put 222. There is a delay. Shiny for attendees. It's a YouTube thing. Poor Webinar Jam can do nothing about it. So let me start screen sharing to start with. Well, actually, we'll wait and see if Shiny can hear me. Can you hear us now, Shiny? Maybe it's just me, April. April, if you'd like to say something.
Hi, Shiny. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Excellent. Good. Phew.